The wind drags through wooden signs and wagon wheels. A church bell chimes faintly in the distance. Men and women in old Western attire fill the main street. Laughter, boots, gossip. A horse snorts. A man spits tobacco into the dirt. At the far end of the street, a lone wagon struggles along, creaking under the sun. Inside it, a young woman sits quietly, her pale dress glowing against the dust. She's beautiful, but her left leg is wrapped in iron braces. A crutch rests beside her. This is Ella Grant, 24, the bride everyone whispers about. Gossiping woman number 1, whispering. That's her, the crippled one. Gonna marry the rancher's boy, poor fool. Gossiping man number 2, snorts. Ain't right. A woman who can't even dance gonna run a household. Their laughter stings the air. Cut to Inti wagon continuous. Ella stares down at her hands. Her fingers tremble slightly, clutching a small bouquet of wildflowers. She tries to smile. Ella V.O., pausing soft. Mama said love ain't about walking through life. It's about holding someone steady when the wind blows hard. But maybe the wind's too strong here. The wagon stops. Driver, OS. We're here, Miss Grant. Ella takes a breath, braces herself, and steps out. Every motion slow, deliberate, painful. People stare. Some look away, pretending not to. Cut to EXT Redstone Chapel. Continuous. A small wooden church stands against the desert backdrop. Outside, James Wells, 27, the groom, adjusts his tie nervously. Beside him stands his mother, Mrs. Wells, 50s, sharp eyes, proud posture. Mrs. Wells, frowning. You don't have to go through with this. James, there are other women, whole women, who'd be proud to stand by you. James, stern. I love her, Ma. Mrs. Wells. Love won't fix what she can't do. Her words hang heavy. James says nothing. His jaw tightens. The crowd parts. Ella approaches, every step on the crutch echoing like a heartbeat in the dusty air. Murmurs ripple through the onlookers. Old man to friend. Look at her, can't even stand straight. What kind of wife is that? Ella lowers her eyes but keeps moving. James rushes forward to help her. Ella, smiling faintly. I can walk, James, I can do this. James, I know you can. They walk together down the aisle. But from the crowd, cruel chuckles whisper, a dagger disguised as laughter. Int chapel, moments later. The preacher raises his hand to begin, but a loud snicker breaks the silence. Rusty, 30s, a drunk ranch hand swaggering in from the back, smirks. Rusty, ain't this a sight? The bride limps down the aisle, and the groom don't even flinch, laughing. Hope you don't expect her to chase after you when you run, Wells. The room erupts in muffled laughter. James's fists tighten. Ella stares straight ahead, tears in her eyes. The preacher clears his throat awkwardly. Preacher, let us begin. The doors creak open again. Every head turns. A tall figure stands in the doorway, dust covering his hat, spurs glinting in the light. The silent cowboy. His coat sways slightly in the wind. His eyes are calm, cold, the kind that's seen too much. He steps inside. The room falls silent. Rusty. Well, look who it is. The mute cowpoke himself. You here to bless the bride too? The cowboy doesn't answer. He walks slowly down the aisle, every step heavy, deliberate. Ella looks up. There's recognition, relief. Ella, V.O. He was there. The man who once pulled me from the river when my horse fell. The man who never said a word, but spoke with his eyes. The cowboy stops right in front of Rusty. Silence. Then crack. A lightning-fast backhand sends Rusty crashing into a pew. Gasps fill the chapel. Cowboy, low. Mocking tone, deadly calm. You think strength is in your legs? Real tone. It's in your heart. Rusty scrambles up, furious, draws his revolver. The cowboy's hand moves like a snake. Bang! Rusty's gun hits the floor, shot clean from his grip. The echo lingers like thunder. Cowboy, you mock her again. You won't walk out of here. He holsters his gun slowly. Everyone watches, frozen. He turns to Ella, tips his hat. Cowboy. Ma'am. Ella nods, eyes glistening. Ella, softly. Thank you. He looks at James. Cowboy. You stand with her. No matter who laughs, no matter how rough the trail. Otherwise you don't deserve her. James nods, trembling slightly. James, I will always. The cowboy gives a final nod and walks out. The church doors swing shut behind him. Outside, the wind howls again, this time like applause. EXT Redstone Chapel, dusk. The sun dips low. The ceremony resumes quietly. The vows are spoken. When James and Ella kiss, no one dares whisper. Rusty limps out of the chapel, holding his bruised jaw, eyes burning with humiliation. Old man, to Rusty trembling, best leave it, boy. That cowboy ain't human. He's justice in boots. A warm orange glow paints the desert. The wind carries soft echoes of a hymn from inside the church. The newlywed couple stands beneath the porch awning. The people who mocked them before now watch in uneasy silence. Ella, quiet, smiling. It's all right, James. They'll forget by morning. James, no, Ella. They'll remember. Because they saw what real courage looks like. They hold each other's gaze. Behind them, the cross gleams in the dying light. Cut to XT Main Street, night. The town's lanterns flicker. Rusty and two rough-looking friends stagger out of the saloon. Bitter and red-eyed. Rusty, spitting. That silent devil humiliated me in front of everyone. He thinks one trick shot makes him a hero? Henry, a tall ranch hand, leans on his rifle. Henry, you bring a gun to that man again. You'll be the one under the ground. Rusty, snarling. Then I'll dig first. Thunder rolls in the distance, rare for Redstone Valley. The storm is coming. EXT Town Edge, same time. The silent cowboy stands alone by his horse, watching lightning dance. Beyond the hills, he strokes the mane quietly. From his saddlebag, he pulls a small locket, opens it. Inside, a faded picture of a woman and a little girl. Cowboy VO, soft, regretful. Couldn't save you then. Maybe I can save her now. He closes the locket, mounts up, and rides toward the Wells Ranch. Auntie Wells' ranch house. Later that night, rain rattles the windows. Ella sits near the fire, humming. Her crutch rests beside her. James returns from the barn, soaked. James, storm's getting bad. You should rest. Ella, I will soon. Pauses. Do you think he'll be all right out there? The cowboy. James, if anyone can handle the night, it's him. Thunder booms. The door swings open. The cowboy steps in, rain dripping from his hat. Cowboy. Evening. Ella smiles. James nods, grateful. James, you saved our wedding. Least we can offer is a roof and a meal. Cowboy. Appreciate it. Takes off hat. But I didn't do it for thanks. Ella. Then why? The cowboy stares into the fire, silent. After a moment. Cowboy. Because nobody should be mocked for what they can't change. EXT Ranch, dawn. Rain has washed the dust clean. A faint rainbow cuts across the sky. Ella steps outside, balancing carefully on the porch. The cowboy is already saddling his horse. Ella, leaving so soon? Cowboy. Trouble don't stay quiet long. Rusty's not done. Ella, then let us help. He looks at her brace, then at her eyes, steady, defiant. Cowboy. You already have. You reminded a town what strength really is. He rides off. Ella watches him disappear into the mist. XT Main Street, afternoon. The storm has cleared. The saloon doors bang open. Rusty storms out with his gang, carrying torches and rope. Rusty will make the town remember who runs it. Start with that cripple and her husband. The gang heads toward the ranch. Cut to EXT Ranch Fields, continuous. The cowboy rides the ridge above them unseen. He loads his rifle slowly. Cowboy VO. Some folks learn with words, others with silence. He rides down quite a smoke, positioning himself between the ranch and the oncoming men. Wide shot. Lightning flickers again over the desert. Tension hums. EXT Wells Ranch Yard, night. The gang arrives, torches blazing. James steps out with Ella behind him. Rusty, we're just here to remind you your kind don't belong here. Ella steadies herself, her hand tightening on her crutch. Ella, my kind? You mean people who stand when others kneel? The gang laughs until a voice slices through the dark. Cowboy OS. Drop the torches. Every head turns. The cowboy emerges from the shadows, rifle glinting. Henry, forget it, Rusty. He's faster than lightning. Rusty, shouting. He ain't faster than 5 of us. The cowboy lowers his gun slightly. Cowboy, maybe not. Beat, but she is faster than your hate. Rusty frowns, then notices Ella lifting her crutch, not in defense but in defiance. Ella, you mocked me because I limped, but I kept walking. That's what you'll never do. The cowboy fires, not at men but at the torches. Flames vanish into darkness. The startled horses rear. The gang scatters. Rusty, left alone, drops to his knees in the mud. Cowboy, quietly. Now you know how to kneel. Rusty trembles, soaked and beaten by the storm he started. EXT Ranch porch, dawn. The sun breaks through clouds. The cowboy stands with Ella and James. Ella, they'll never mock anyone again. Cowboy, maybe they'll remember who helped them see. James, where will you go? Cowboy, where I'm needed. He mounts his horse. Ella hands him a small wildflower, the same kind from her wedding bouquet. Ella, for the road. He nods, tucks it into his coat, and rides toward the rising sun.